Small states grow thanks to consent, and the major powers die because of dissension. The next episode of the program, Important Dates in Kazakhstan, is dedicated to the Day of Unity of the people of Kazakhstan. How to build a strong state with a dynamic economy. How to earn international prestige and bypassing the traps of history. Kazakhstan knows the answers to these questions. The model by which inter-ethnic relations were built in the country now serves as an example to every other country worldwide. 130 ethnic groups living on Kazakh soil have chosen the right way to live through strengthening unity and harmony. One for all and all for one. This is the main secret of their success. The art director of the Vaynakh ensemble, Hanifa Matsieva, explains how members of the ensemble successfully received standing ovations at concert venues. Not many know that these are representatives of many ethnic groups in the ensemble. The ensemble presents a mini-assembly of the people of Kazakhstan. When children come to us, we never ask them what nationality they are. There is one rule for accepting members to the ensemble. The candidate decides whether to perform the Lezginka or the Caucasian dance after listening to the music. Learning the dance is not enough. The task of the young artists is to create an atmosphere of Chechen village for the viewers. Only 1 minute is given to them. The viewers will enjoy the show. Here is the modest woman climbers who swim in a circle, and the brave mountain dwellers go out to dance. It's a hard work. It's very difficult. Here you need to work hard and not everyone can cope with it. Therefore, the candidates will go through a rigorous testing process. Usually there will be 10 contestants and only one can withstand all the tests. Math teacher Hanifa Matsieva has been teaching Caucasian dance to children for 6 years now. She shares a story about herself. She was born in a family of immigrants. Her parents were deported in 1944. The most difficult experience for them is to move in freight cars, the loss of loved ones, as well as severe frosts and hunger. After decades, most of those who survived this horror are no longer alive, but the descendants of the ancestors remember the hardships.
Я хочу сказать, что ведь на самом деле казахский народ оказался очень добрым и очень сильным.
I want to say that in reality, the Kazakh people turned out to be very kind and very strong. The people who experienced a terrible, difficult and unbearable famine for 32 to 33 years. After 10 years, after 4 years, 5 years, there were so many illegally deported people in Kazakhstan. And even they have had a difficult situation, they find in their heart that respectfulness, cordiality, and thanks to this understanding of what hunger and cold is, and after having passed all this through themselves, the Kazakh people accepted a lot of ethnic groups, who today can say that this is their second homeland.
Уважительность, сердечность, и благодаря, наверное, вот этому пониманию, что такое голод, холод, пропустив все это через себя, казахский народ принимает очень много этносов, которые сегодня могут по праву сказать, это вторая родина для каждого этноса.
Yusup Keligov is the deputy chairman of the Assembly of People of Kazakhstan. The assembly is an authoritative constitutional body that involves all Kazakh ethnic groups and religious faith in one state building. But only 3 decades ago, well-known international experts predicted something else. Central Asia, in their opinion, could become the new Eurasian Balkans. They pointed to the similarities of the ethno-religious composition of the population and confidently predicted that the states of the region did not have a future and they would disappear because of conflicts. However, the people of Kazakhstan managed to refute all the gloomy forecasts.
Когда все международные эксперты и многие политики нам нарекали, что после развала Союза
When all the international experts and many politicians told us that after the collapse of the Soviet Union, Kazakhstan could disappear from the map of Earth, because it is very multinational, and they said that there could be inter-ethnic conflicts and global changes are possible on the basis of these conflicts, that a state like Kazakhstan would disappear.
И в этой связи государство могло как поглотиться в эту пучину межнациональных конфликтов, и таким образом нам предрекали, что государство, как Казахстан, может не быть, и он обречен. Но мы сегодня уже
But today, after a quarter of a century, more than a quarter of a century actually, we are convinced that due to the wise policy of our first president, his foresight on inter-ethnic relations in Kazakhstan, the country has become multi-ethnic and multilingualism has not become a subject of conflict. On the contrary, it has become the basis, the subject of creation and associations of inter-ethnic harmony of all ethnic groups that reside in the territory of our Kazakhstan.
И объединение межнационального согласия всех этносов, которые проживают на территории нашего Казахстана.
The vocal group Encodi of the Korean Ethnocultural Center is preparing for its next performance. The name of the group is translated as Lotus. It is a unique oriental symbol of the past, present, and future. It is also the only plant that has buds, flowers, and seeds at the same time.
Нашему хору Енкоди на следующий год уже будет.
Our choir Encodi will celebrate its 20th anniversary next year. We will organize a celebration. We are preparing a program for this. We have very different genres in the program. We sing Kazakh songs and we sing in Russian, and we sing mostly in Korean, and we even have English songs. We are invited to various city holidays and to all city events. We perform on May 1st, and we also perform on the day of the city. It is our obligation to perform on Nowruz. You know, we miss each other if we don't see each other for a long time because everyone loves to sing. I often sing. When I cook at home, I sing. When I cook at home, I sing. When I walk along the street, I sing. I really like to sing. We hold rehearsals twice a week. We have to prepare a reporting concert. They are excited like for the first time. Whole families come together. There's something to do for everyone.
Возраст от 15 и старше.
All of us are aged 15 and older, and we act together. Sometimes we act separately. I am part of the group, the ensemble of youth, and there is also a choir of elders. Well, when there is an event, we perform everything in chorus. Here, even this ariran is called the anthem of the Soviet Koreans, where 6-year-old children and older people sing it. I have a multinational family. There are Kazakhs, Koreans, Russians, Azerbaijanis, and even Turks in our family. But we live together and we are very friendly towards each other. We celebrate almost all the holidays together. And we attend the Azerbaijani celebrations and Russians with the whole family, regardless of nationality.
Всей семьей, независимо от национальности.
Uliana Kim is one of the prominent representatives of the Korean diaspora in the Kostanay region. She shares the story of her family.
Ну, конечно, я знаю эту историю. Ну, так сложилось для корейского этноса, для корейской народности.
Well, of course, I know this story. The Korean ethnic group, the Korean people of the Far East experienced that when they lived there, that Stalin's policy, his regime treated the Koreans as spies, accomplices of the Japanese, and decided to deport the whole people. More than 200,000 people who were deported were Koreans. Then, of course, it was a very big tragedy for the people. They were deported in very terrible conditions. Many people died. They lost a lot of children and old people. The cars stopped to carry people who have died. They were buried right there. They buried them in the snow because it was already late autumn. This is the tragedy where many people lost their loved ones.
Людей, которые умерли, тут же их хоронили, даже не хоронили, когда в снег закапывали, потому что это уже была глубокая осень. В этом трагедия, что потеряли много близких.
Uliana Kim's family is the 4th generation of the deported Koreans living in Kazakhstan. Her grandfather was deported from the Far East. The family had 7 children. It's amazing how they crossed the road. They arrived at their destination. The deportation lasted for 40 days.
Знаете, даже сейчас, когда вот в наше современное время, когда люди...
You know, even now in our modern time, when people are moving somewhere to another city or even a country, the first question is always, who is waiting for you there? Who meets you there? Who will help you? But at that time it was difficult when they completely deported the people and they did not know where they were going. They only knew they are going to a distant country. Who will help them there? Who will support them there? And this support was given by the Kazakh people who met them. After all, not only Koreans were supported, many other nationalities were also welcomed. Koreans were the first to be deported in the 1937. In general, they were the first ethnic group who were deported based on ethnic grounds, and thanks to the Kazakhs who helped them. They provided accommodations to all Koreans who arrived in the late autumn and winter, when the weather was very cold and they all had experienced extreme hunger. Kazakh people helped them by building houses and they gave them food. It was a really hard time. Thanks to the Kazakh people, the Koreans and other nationalities survived.
Построить какую-то землянку, помогали едой. Конечно, тяжело было. Ну, в общем, благодаря казахскому народу корейцы выжили. И другие народности тоже.
And these are classes at a regular Sunday school. There are representatives of different diaspora here to learn the Tatar language. Here you can meet children from different nationalities. The school's door is open to all. A significant advantage of this school is that all of its classes are absolutely free.
Сохранение языков этносов, проживающих в Казахстане, вносит Ассамблея народа Казахстана.
A major contribution to the preservation of the languages of ethnic groups living in Kazakhstan is made by the Assembly of the People of Kazakhstan. A lot of projects are being implemented. Nowadays, you know very well that we have schools where teaching is fully conducted in the language of the ethnic groups. These are more than 80 schools of Uzbek, Uyghur, Tajik. These schools taught the subjects in their native languages. There are many other schools where students study in Russian and in Ukrainian. We have such a highlight in the Assembly of the People of Kazakhstan. This is where ethnic groups who live in small numbers introduce the ethno-linguistic Sunday schools. We have about 190 such schools in Kazakhstan.
Этносы в малом количестве проживают, для них образованы этнолингвистические воскресные школы. Таких школ у нас в Казахстане около 190 школ существует.
Fly to the sky!
Hello everyone, we are the Sky Group Home Studios. Sky means strong, kind. Young means strong, brave. The participants can learn the language or learn to dance. They can also do both. 4 girls, who are representatives of different nationalities, established their own cover band. Their direction is K-pop. Well, we just posted an announcement that we were looking for K-popers who want to dance with us, who are ready to create one cover band, and we just got together. Then we made friends, and now we are together.
Кей-поп – это, в первую очередь, это стиль корейской музыки, именно из Кореи. Он появился, примерно...
K-pop is primarily the style of Korean music. It appeared in Korea around the 90s, and since the 2000s, it has been gaining popularity all over the world. And first of all, probably among Koreans, because this is their native pop music and native direction. It includes not only a certain kind of musical composition, but also dance choreography, which is put in this composition. In Kostanay, it seems to me that it appeared about 5 to 6 years ago. And as usual, such subcultures appear in very small circles and gradually, according to the development of the culture itself, by popularization, YouTube, the internet. Naturally, the trend becomes more popular among the people.
По развитию самой культуры, по популяризации, то же самое, YouTube, интернет, то есть все видят, естественно, это становится все больше, больше, больше захватывает каких-то людей.
The more they have participants, the more active the movement is. K-pop music festivals are being held in Kostanay region. The main goal of the events is to unite the youth and teach them to be friends with each other.
Мы называем корейское молодежное движение, все думают, что там только одни у нас подростки-корейцы, а это не так. У нас...
When we call the Korean youth movement, everyone thinks that we have only Korean teenagers there, and that is not so. We have a lot of children of different nationality. These are children who are fond of Korean culture. They watch Korean TV shows, watch how Koreans live, watch Korean traditions and customs. Many are keen on Korean popular music, and Korean popular music, it not only represents musical creativity, but also choreography. They have their own dance for each musical production.
Хореографию, то есть на каждую музыкальную постановку они показывают свой танец.
But representatives of the Assembly of People of Kazakhstan do not only learn languages and dances. One of the important directions of their activity is charity. They help those in need. In different regional centers, they gathered children to school, and in the Kostanay region, they built a house for a large family.
Меня зовут Люба. Это наши дети.
My name is Lyuba. These are our children. We have 5 children. We live in the village of Michurino, Kostanay region. We lived here in this house. The house is 28 square meters. We have lived here for 15 years. And this year, the Korean Association of Kostanay region gave us a big house of 83 square meters. We are very happy. We are very glad. The mother with many children enters the new house. First, she lets her kitten come in. This is a sign of good luck.
Ну, теперь мы имеем возможность зайти в новый дом и жить в новом доме. Проходи, Алина, первая у нас.
Well, now we have the opportunity to enter the new house. Come, Alina, come with us. We love the cat, and our cat will live with us too.
И вот кошка наша тоже будет жить с нами. Вау! Какой классный дом! Супер!
Wow, what a cool house! Super! Do you like it? We like it. The ceilings are high.
Нам нравится. Потолки классные.
На заре суверенитета, независимости нашей страны,
When we became an independent country, we were thinking about which holidays to leave for us, which holidays are not ours. And the first holiday that we decided not to hesitate to preserve is the Day of Solidarity, the Day of Unity. For us, the word unity is relevant, and it remains relevant, especially in our multinational, multi-faith society. We are all very different, but you remember, we used to call Kazakhstan the laboratory of friendship of people. This is our historical, mental, and spiritual state of the people, unity.
дружба народов. Это наше и историческое, и ментальное, и духовное состояние народа, единство.
Lawmaking is another area of work for the Assembly of People of Kazakhstan. The association is represented by 9 deputies in parliament. Ahmed Muradov is one of them. He tells us what tasks the representatives of the assembly is currently facing.
В Ассамблее народа Казахстана избирается 9 депутатов. Это уже...
In the Assembly of the People of Kazakhstan, 9 deputies are elected. Nowadays, the third group, consisting of 9 members, is working. The first was in 2007, then in 2012 and 2016. The first task is ethnic representation in the highest legislative body of our country. And we are 9 people from 9 nationalities. Each time there will be rotations and there will be changes. But they are Kazakh, Russian, Ukrainian, Uyghur, Dongan, Korean, I am a Chechen. There were Tatars, there were German, Uzbeks and many others. So new people will come to replace the old ones. The standard works, it has passed the test of time.
Другие. Поэтому это все очень такое ровное совмещение одних другими. Эта норма работает. Она прошла испытание временем.
The main requirement for the selection of candidates is experience. The knowledge of Ahmed Muradov, who devoted his whole life to the oil industry, is now useful in lawmaking. He's a member of the Majlis Committee on Ecology and Nature Management. But, as he says, he has to work with different laws.
Когда Нурсултан Абишевич нас наставлял после выборов, задача, которую поставил, была такая.
When Nursultan Abishevich instructed us after the elections, the task was set that in every law that would be adopted in parliament, we would not allow laws that could lead to conflict, aggravation of inter-ethnic relations, social tension, well, anything that may put our unity, consent, tolerance at risk. We carefully review the laws and ensure that there will be no conflicts.
Если хотите толерантность, да, вот эти нормы мы очень, как скажем, дотошно просматриваем и, естественно, отрабатываем так, чтобы вот не было таких перекосов.
820 ethnocultural centers, 15 ethnic editions, 14 Russian, 1 Uzbek and Uyghur, Korean and German theaters. The ethnocultural diversity of the country is our main advantage. And this is where the deep potential for development lies.